Being vulnerable is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. At some point, you can't lift this boulder with just your own strength, and you find that you need to move bigger and bigger boulders up hills. You will need more and more help. Academics don't normally manage to alter people's way of thinking through their strength of argument. Language has no independent existence apart from the people who use it. It is not an end in itself. It is a means to an end of understanding who you are and what society it is. Projecting weakness will not make us safer or discourage attacks against us. We need to show leadership and strength by demonstrating that we will not tolerate violent acts against our people, and we will not leave our citizens or our interests vulnerable to an attack. Obedience is a strong virtue, capable of making me master of my emotions by giving me more strength to conquer my pride as I submit to those above me out of respect for their God-given authority and those below me out of love. The best translations cannot convey to us the strength and exquisite delicacy of thought in its native garb, and he to whom such books are shut flounders about an outer darkness. It's the strength of the human spirit, the strength of what's deep down in you, that's really going to get you anywhere and everywhere. The very strength of a nation eventually proves to be its weakness. Every day, you have to strive to be better people. Some days, we give in to weakness, and sometimes we give in to strength. You won't find a CEO who doesn't talk about a powerful culture as a source of competitive advantage. At the same time, you'd be hard-pressed to find a CEO who has much of a clue about strength of that culture. Aja Naomi King said, "Strength doesn't mean an absence of pain." Louis Navillier said, "One of the things that launched the strength in biotech is when the pharmaceutical industry itself got a little slow." Nikuti Gatwa said, "I think we have got a very two-dimensional view of what masculinity is, or what strength is, what a guy needs to do. Draw great strength from your family and give in turn to those who come after you." Janet Reno. Not everyone's high standards have to be the same thing. Aja Naomi King. When you talk about peace through strength, what you're talking about is the concept of deterrence. Chris Gibson. We all wish we could find and embrace our voice, our strength. Chiara Rini. Knowledge is not a passion from without the mind, but an active exertion of the inward strength, vigor, and power of the mind displaying itself from within. Ralph Goodworth. What is called a sincere work is one that is endowed with enough strength to give reality to an illusion. Max Jacob. I learned that I have purpose, and my experiences, no matter how horrible, taught me heart, strength, and forgiveness. Dominic Jackson. If you make the unconditional commitment to reach your most important goals, if the strength of your decision is sufficient, you will find the way and the power to achieve your goal. Robert Coughlin. Brittle masculinity in the right setting becomes political atrocity. Strength brings problems. Weakness brings others. But weakness posing as strength is the most dangerous of all. Timothy D. Snyder. Once more, never think that you can live to God by your own power or strength, but always look to and rely on Him for assistance. Yea, for all strength and grace. David Brainerd. It's so easy to confirm what you believe about somebody by the numbers, how fast they are, how tall they are, how strong they are, how smart they are. Chris Collinsworth. Forecasting is simply not a strength of the species. We are much better with tools and narrative storytelling. Barry Ritholtz. To achieve lasting literature, fictional or factual, a writer needs perceptive vision, absorptive capacity, and creative strength. Lawrence Clark Powell. It may be that religion is dead, and if it is, we had better know it and set ourselves to try to discover other sources of moral strength before it is too late. Pearl S. Buck. Caring for our seniors is perhaps the greatest responsibility we have. Those who walked before us have given so much and made possible the life we all enjoy. John Herman. Strength lies not in defense but in attack. Adolf Hitler. To have ego means to believe in your own strength and to also be open to your other people's views. It is to be open, not closed. Barbara Streisand. Write to be understood, speak to be heard, read to be grow. Lawrence Clark Powell. Let us face it, in the world today, money and economic strength remain more powerful arguments than the number of people you represent. Guy Verhofstadt. You must rouse into people's consciousness their own prudence and strength if you want to raise their character. Rusty Clapius. Nowadays, business is all about productivity and our folks produce. John Hovan. One column of truth cannot hold an institution of ideas from falling into ignorance. It is wiser that a person of prudence and purpose save his strength from battles that can be won. Bryant H. McGill. We can take full comfort in realizing the continuing strength of our nation. Our lands remain radiantly rich with diversity, and freedom still reigns. Ben Nelson. We can reach our potential, but to do so, we must reach within ourselves. We must summon the strength, the will, and the faith to move forward, to be bold, to invest in a future. John Hovan.